We Indians love bling when it comes to our cars. If it's got it, we've got to flaunt it. But that's not the way the Germans like it. They love sleepers, just like this Polo.
The Polo's front remains as sharp and as elegant as ever. There's a little bit of change with the new Polo. The headlamps on the inside have got black surrounds, not silver like the original Polo did. Other than that, you'll notice the two chrome strips on the grille. This is also something that is available with the top-end Polos. Walk around to the side of the Polo and it's the same story. You'll see the same smart 5-spoke, split-spoke alloys and the same tires you'll find on any other top-end variant. At the back, there's nothing different from any other Polos. Now maybe Volkswagen missed out on an opportunity here. Maybe they should have made it look a little more aggressive. For the amount of power the car has, I know that most people buying it would certainly have liked to see a more aggressive face on this car. If there's one standout feature of the Polo's interior, it's quality. You can see that quality in everything. The type of fabric and leather they've used for the upholstery, the type of plastics they've used for the dashboard, the feel you have when you use each button in this car. It's really very, very good quality. But there are a few things that would have actually made it earn that GT badge. One is the space in the car. It's the same as any other Polo, so there's a little bit of trouble for people in the back. The second thing is these front seats. The lower back support, not good at all. Most of us who have driven this car for long hours at a stretch are not happy with the support that you get for the lower back. It's just too much to be comfortable. I have electrically adjustable mirrors. I also have steering mounted audio controls. You can play music off SD cards. You can play music off your iPod if you have an auxiliary port. You can even play something off a USB. So in effect, I think this is currently the player with the most media options right now. And the features don't end there. If you look below the audio system, you also see a climate control system. They've also given you lots and lots of cubby holes in the car. So there are two cup holders here, there's a recess ahead of it, there's another recess below the handbrake. And speaking of which, here you can see the quality of the leather and the stitching on the handbrake. You also get door pockets at the rear, which some of the competition still don't have. I think at its price, it's not just a bad deal after all. In fact, it starts looking like a lot of value for your money. The Polo has a very different engine from the rest of the Polo variants. It is a 1.2 litre petrol engine, but it is turbocharged and it has direct injection. Now what these two things mean is that it extracts a lot more power and torque from a very small displacement. So in effect, the numbers are 103 horses and 175 Newton meters of torque. Now many times we use the phrase diesel-like torque for petrol engines that are really torquey, but this engine in particular, this 1.2 litre TSI engine, it's actually like a diesel. It gets its 175 Newton meter torque peak at only 1500 RPM. Now what this means is that unlike any of the other hot hatches we've had so far, you can just put your foot down and sometimes the gearbox just refuses to downshift because there is enough torque. It just pulls away cleanly. It's brilliant. This is the same 7-speed dual clutch gearbox you'll find in the Superb Petrol. Of course, it has different ratios and different programming, but it's still the same brilliant, seamless smooth shifts. It still feels like the best gearbox in the business, and now you can have it in a small car. So in true Volkswagen fashion, The engine and gearbox complement each other perfectly. Of course, like any other DSG box, it has two modes. D for regular driving, where it helps you increase the fuel efficiency by staying the lowest gear possible. And then there's S mode, where the throttle mapping is different, the gear shift points are different, the way the car just responds is different. And of course, for those who are buying the GT for driving pleasure, there is a manual mode. When you name something GT, I expect it to be hard. I expect it to be focused completely on handling. This car gives you pleasure, yes, but for that last 5% on the limit, it doesn't do that for me. And therefore, it needs a little bit of negative marking. All said and done, the GT TSI has a really good ride and handling balance. But you see, this is a manufacturer like Volkswagen, and they're selling a car to the enthusiast. So they need to have that last 5% perfect as well. But all that said, watch this. Let's look at all the features that the Polo GT TSI offers that no one else does in its segment. It's got telescopic steering adjustment. It's got ESP. It's got a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. It's got turbocharging. It's got direct injection. It's got 100 horses. These are all things that no one else in the segment offers. And at 9 lakh rupees on road, I think it deserves that GT badge in the grille. And if you really want to drive fast, yes, I think this is one of the best small cars you can buy if you are a driving enthusiast.